Hey guys, it's Dante with my comedy tips, and we are at the Slow Festival. So I am with a bunch of great comedians who I thought would be great to introduce to you and give you advice. So this gentleman here is one of the funniest people on the planet. His name is the Greg Romero Wilson. Hi, buddy.
I've rebranded so many times. Literally, my IMDb, it's like, I feel like the algorithm's like, who is he now?
Right, he was Greg Wilson, then the Greg Wilson, then Greg Romero Wilson, but you're still the Greg Wilson.
It's all the same.
All right.
It's all the same guy. It all goes the same. It all goes the same person.
Same charity, right? It all goes to, thank you.
So, my piece of advice would be this. Volunteer to host. Every show needs a good host. And one of the best ways to get stage time when you're a newer comedian is to be a good host. Now, being a good host is the key. You can't just volunteer to host and then do your set and suck, and then that's not being a good host. Remember, a good host has got to do a little bit of crowd work, light crowd work, not too aggressive. Engage the crowd. Do some fun. You want to keep it cleaner because you're opening the show. You don't want to go filthy right off the bat. And you're talking to a dirty comic who had to learn that the hard way. Okay? So, but you set the table nicely, and you'll get a lot of bookings as a young comedian.
Yeah, man, and you're right. That is the first paying gig.
It's the easiest way to turn the page.
It is. Yeah. Get good as a host. Any advice on hosting?
Well, that's the thing. Just engage the audience. Don't just get up there and do your set. That's not good hosting.
Right. First 2 minutes should be engaging, right?
Engaging. You want to talk to them, recognize them, welcome them, and also keep in mind, when you're the host, you're the eyes and ears of the club. You have to be more engaged with the show than anybody else, because if anything happens, the club's going to come to you and go, what the fuck just happened?
Right.
Because you're the host. So that's what being a host is about.
And if you're also on stage and someone's talking, that's your job to say, hey guys, we need to keep it down, and you don't have to attack them, you're the host.
And that makes you a good host. And then they're like, well, you know what, we should have them back again because they really handled that situation and we didn't have to disturb the show to do it. So that's what it's about. Being a good host is a different role than every other position of the show.
Yeah, I was talking to Kyle Irby about that today.
Yes.
It's
less about your material and more about your ability to run the show.
Right.
But you still get to do material and crowd work.
But it is the most important spot on the show.
It really is.
It sets the tone for the whole night. If you're not a quality comic that can go up there and grab them right in the beginning, then become that comic. Really, learn it, because it's so valuable.
It really is. It is the best way to go from being a bringer comic to a book comic, is being a great host. So there you go.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, and here's the other thing. Can I add one last thing?
You can do anything you want.
Okay.
And tell them your social media at the end.
Oh, yes. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's another key to being a good host. When you're hosting, when the show's hot, that's when they don't need you to do another 2 minutes.
Yes, thank you, God. Thank you.
The show's hot. Bring up the next guy.
Right.
Just the show's hot. When it's cold, when somebody dies, now we need you for 2 minutes. Do some good material. Get them going again. Then turn it over.
Right.
That's the only time you do additional material in the show once you've done the initial launch.
Why do you think you can go between the feature and the headliner?
Don't do it.
Brand new?
Yes, because
crazy?
And while you're doing that, the headliner's bad mouthing you to the booker.
Right. He's like,
the headliner's
dude,
going, what the fuck is he doing?
Right. Bring me up. Yep. That's how it works. Even if you're told you can do 2 minutes, unless you have 2 killer minutes, don't
unless
do it.
the headliner says to you, "Hey, do me a favor, do 2 minutes," because he has to go take a leak.
Or the guy killed and he
wants to simmer it down. Yeah. He wants to simmer it down. Then yes, that's when you do your time. But unless it's that situation, move it on.
Always.
Go.
Always. That was great advice, dude.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. What's your social?
That's why I teach stand-up.
Yeah, he does, yeah. At where?
At thecomedyinstitute.com. thecomedyinstitute.com, and then of course at Greg Romero Wilson. Unless it's on Twitter, then it's at the Greg Wilson.
Unless
you're on IMDb, then it's the Greg Romero Wilson. Unless it's on
is that true?
Unless it's on Google Plus, in which case I'm Dr. Drake Ramore.